So you got to kind of know what you're doing there, kind of know what you're working with steel-wise. And that's what I say, a little science. I remember when I first started, I think I loaded one wagon a little too heavy at the front. So we had to move things back. Not everybody was happy about that. My name is Ken. Welcome to Bulldog. What we'll do is we'll go through more or less what a new person would feel like coming through here. The first thing I'd like to point out though is a sign on the fence that says to the scale. And the reason for that sign is simply for the fellow to go to the next gate to get on the scale, and then they'll be given the opportunity to tell them what they have and what they don't have. And then they'll be more or less going to one yard or the other yard, but we'll sort that out. This is our prepared pile here. So this is all the stuff that'll be going into an Acu-Loader that we will be putting into a Seacan, stuff of that nature. The stuff over here is the stuff that's got to get sheared, and that goes back for a long time. The yard's pretty big, but you wouldn't think so right now. We're full. And then if we got baling, we put it over there, and then we end up using the baler machine to bale. And we also use the baler machine to do the non-ferrous stuff that Dave had. So Dave will bring it out, we'll bale it up, make a nice little block with it. It makes it a whole lot easier for the guys to ship that stuff. Now I was talking Acu-Loader, this is the Acu-Loader. So this is kind of our bread and butter in the sense of machines, because it makes life a whole lot easier for us to get rid of our stuff, to load trucks, especially Seacans, and to have it gone. And the other machine would be the Big Fig. That's our shear. That takes a lot of steel. And then the stick shear that you saw over there, I think you saw that before with beaver, so we've got two of those. And they do on-site stuff, and they will cut up all the stuff that's out front of the pile here. The combines, tractors, all that, they just nip it all up and it becomes a prepared pile. So anyways, once you're done all the middle part, you unload it, you're coming back around on the scale. And once you drive over the scale, you'll get the green light again, and then you'll usually park out front here. Just simply go in the front door there, and they will help you out from there. Everything is itemized, scales are certified, so there's no complaints in that sense. Everybody's happy, and we feel like we've done a good job in that sense. Now, Aculoader, fun times. So the Aculoader is easy and it's not easy. Depending on what you have material-wise is a big thing. So what we have here is we prepared ourselves with some heavy stuff. All this is basically heavy. And what we do with that stuff there is we're gonna load up all the prepared steel that we've cut up, the small stuff. And if we don't make the weight because it's too light, then we end up throwing some big stuff on top to make the weight. And usually it's in the rear end, so it'll be the last thing you see when we push it in. So basically this machine here, the case with the grapple on it, will be the one that'll be loading that into the Aculoader. And if you look at the front, you can kind of see what goes in. So you kind of got your small stuff up front, that being that you don't want to put holes in the floor or in the can. If you do, then you got to repair it. It takes time. But that's more or less it there. We've added skirts to the front. And the reason for that is because the can only goes so far into the Seacan, and you have a big void. So if we can close the void by putting skirts in that protect the sides of the Seacan, then that's a plus for us. And it's been working out really well. The truck will come in and he'll have his doors opened up. So it's a void truck. You have to take pictures of everything so that everything's verified. And we back him up into this. So he's backing up where this is disappearing into the Seacan. It'll stop when he gets right about here. His bumper will hit that part or touch it. And then after that, it's locked up, and then we start the machine up. It's just a little four-banger diesel engine and lots of hydraulics. A plunger, so it's going to operate the plunger. The hydraulics going to operate the bin itself. It'll move everything inside on our rollers and that. And then the red piece there is a plunger. That's going to push the steel into the Seacan. So you try to push it in as much as you think would be acceptable. And over time we have the experience in that, so we kind of know where to stop it, and it's been good. I remember when I first started, I think I loaded one wagon a little too heavy at the front. So we had to move things back. Not everybody was happy about that. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, you know. Truck pulls up, backs into it. This goes into the Seacan, and then the plunger pushes the steel in. And then what you have to watch for is the sides, so there's no steel sticking out. The floor will get holes in it simply because you may have big stuff on top. That's why I say we put the big stuff in the back. Because if it's on top and it rolls down, hits the floor, it'll put a hole in it. And it could happen as he's just driving away from here. So it's not necessarily what we've done, but we try to protect them as well, so it don't happen in transit either. Once this is all in, you got your steel pushed in, that plunger will be it'll be at the front. And now you got to take your box back out, the Aculoader part of it back out, and then you got to keep the steel in there. So you do that by basically pushing a couple of buttons at the same time. It keeps the plunger stationary and allows the bin to move back out of the truck. And then once this gets all the way back to here, then we can pull back the plunger just a little bit and then get the truck on its way. Kind of a cantilever counterweight here. Not necessary because the machine is good on its own, but we kind of like this because it keeps everything really solid, especially for our, we have this like a weighted machine, so we have our cells underneath the frame for the scale aspect of it, which is up there. And keep the machine solid where it's not moving much, and we don't have to worry about the cells. They're expensive. But yeah, that's the process of this. Load her up, send it in, plunge it in, pull it out, and that's it, it's gone. It takes roughly about, I'd say a complete cycle in and out would be around 20 minutes. That's putting it in and then having the truck on its way, which is kind of quick. But that's about it. If you do like everything, like and subscribe. We would definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much.